Welcome to People. I'm Shirley Lin. Today, my guest is Chris Carnahan. He is the founder and editor-in-chief of Taipei Trends. Now, he's been here in Taiwan for 6 years, and he's originally from Utah, right?
That's right.
All right. Well, hi, Chris.
Hi, how's it going, Shirley?
Good, good. Now, so you are actually half Mexican and half Irish. What a combo. Anyway, but so let's go way back. Like, you were from Utah, and then what did you study?
In college?
Yeah.
Or even well, I guess it goes back kind of a little bit further. Is in high school I started studying Japanese, which is kind of what led me here in a kind of accidental way.
Okay,
yeah.
we'll hear about that later.
Sure. But yeah, in college I studied Chinese and I studied marketing.
Oh, so you knew the language, the Chinese language, before you came to Taiwan.
Right.
Oh my goodness, you're very fluent then. So you know, wow, just now that everybody is like maybe saying bad things about you and you could understand totally.
Yeah, I heard everything they said. Not really nice.
Oh wow, so you're actually fluent in Chinese, would you say?
Pretty okay, pretty okay.
Can you write?
I can, yeah.
Oh my goodness, and you can read and, oh wow, sure. Okay. I didn't know that. Okay. So, because what you're doing with Taipei Trends is totally in English, right?
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
So, all right. So you studied Japanese when you were in high school, you said,
That's
and
right.
Chinese in high school?
Well, it actually kind of led to college. When I wanted to take the Japanese class, they didn't have a spot. So it was just for the first semester. So I was just kind of like, okay, then I'll try Chinese. And then it kind of just went from there, just like that, just an accidental thing.
Oh, so it wasn't because of Japanese that brought you to Taiwan. It was the Chinese that you accidentally dropped into that class.
Exactly.
Oh, this is really interesting.
And then it ended up in Asia, yeah.
Okay. Well, you learned it the traditional Chinese character form,
That's right.
Good.
My first teacher was actually Taiwanese in college, but we learned both.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, all right. So then you went to college, and what did you study in college? Journalism? No. Or, I don't know, literature?
I actually studied, first was marketing, business marketing.
Oh.
And then I did study Chinese. I got a major in Chinese and also some Asian studies minor. So.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Oh, so sort of double major, sort of.
Double major and a minor, yeah.
Oh, wow. I get it. So, all right. Wow. So, it's because of learning the Chinese language that made you want to study Asian studies.
That's right.
So, exactly. The whole 4 years in high school, you were studying Chinese, right?
In college?
Oh, no. But you said you studied, you learned Chinese starting in high school.
Oh, I studied Japanese in high school. And then when I got to college, that's when I had to take the class. So.
So you meant you did study Japanese in high school,
That's right.
But then when you got to college, you wanted to continue Japanese, but then the class was full. Yeah. So you end up without a choice but to take Chinese.
That's right.
This is odd.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway, good for us.
Good for me too, thanks.
All right. I see. So you knew, it seems like while in college, you knew what you wanted to study. You knew what you wanted to pursue because business, you said marketing, you said?
That's right.
Usually young people, like in Taiwan, you know how Taiwanese high school kids, when they go into college, they have to know what they want to study.
Oh, that's right. Sure.
Not like in the States, you just go to liberal arts college and you still get another extra 4 years to think about what you want to pursue in the future. But not like Taiwan. But at the age, honestly, at the age of what, 18? At the age of 18, what would you wouldn't know what you want to pursue,
You're right.
right?
You're right.
You're still very young.
That's right.
But then, was it your dad that told you to study business marketing?
No, I actually, it was myself. When I went to college, I actually wanted to study music. And then,
You're surprising me at every 5 minutes. You're surprising me with something. Okay.
Sure.
All right. Music.
I've always loved music and always been into like drumming, percussion, and singing. So I wanted to pursue that, but after about a semester, I kind of realized like I do want to have like a good future where I can travel around the world and
smart
music.
thinking.
Yeah. So.
Because I think music's great, but the thing is that I think it's like one of the hardest fields to make a living out of.
Yeah.
So including acting. That's what I think. Although I love movies, don't get me wrong. But all right, so you actually wanted to study music in the beginning. So did you form a band when you were in high school?
We did.
You did? Yeah. Were you the band leader?
I was, yeah, that's right.
You were?
I was the singer. And,
what was the name of the band?
Oh, I don't even remember. I don't.
Serious?
Yeah.
Or you're just too ashamed to say what the name was?
No, I actually don't remember. It's been quite a while now.
Okay. Yeah. So how long was the band around?
You guys... We played together, so we had two bands. The first one played together for about, I guess, 6 months. So it wasn't a long time, yeah.
Okay.
And then
experimental.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And then after that, about the same, I guess, for the other band. So.
Okay, sorry that I laughed, but but it's always good to give everything a try, right?
Sure. Yeah.
So that you don't regret for the rest of your life that you never formed a band,
that's right.
That you never sang, you never played music.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
I actually even started one in Taiwan when I first came back.
You did?
Yeah, but again, it didn't work out. But it was fun. We had a lot of fun.
Really? Yeah. So you found some band members who were Taiwanese?
Taiwanese, yeah.
Okay, and you were still the lead vocalist in all of these bands.
Yeah.
So you can really sing. Well, one day I should make you sing, maybe later. Oh, this is really amazing. So percussion. Did you learn any other instruments though?
I did.
Guitar?
I do play a little guitar. I do.
You play a little bit of everything.
My first instrument was actually the accordion. Yeah.
That's another surprise.
Yeah.
Accordion. Okay. Yeah. That's not a Mexican thing to do.
No, it was just I was actually just inspired by an accordion teacher that I knew.
Okay.
Just a very old, like 73-year-old guy from, I think he was Italian, Larry Pino. He just taught me. He's like really got me into accordion, so it was really interesting.
Wow. Do you still have your accordion with you in Taiwan?
I don't know.
Oh, this is so interesting. Okay, people either start with piano, guitar, but you accordion.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. Well, that is really neat. You're a very interesting person. You've got an interesting background. Okay, so after college, what did you do?
The first thing I did after college was go to Shanghai to work.
Right away?
Right away.
To a Chinese-speaking country?
Right.
City. Okay, Shanghai. What were you doing there?
I was doing marketing.
Marketing?
Yeah.
At a Chinese company?
First for a Chinese company, like home electronics. And then I moved to an Australian company based in Shanghai, selling sports memorabilia and sports products.
Oh, so then you went to sports too. Yeah. You like sports?
I do, yeah.
What kind of sport do you like?
I actually studied...
studied?
Taekwondo when I was younger.
Really?
Got to about 2nd degree black belt. And then, but I played a lot of basketball, or used to at least, yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow, you've got a lot of interests, a lot of talents. You're like a well-rounded guy here. Yeah.
Try to be.
Yeah, try to be. Well, that's great. And so then after Shanghai, well, actually, how long were you in Shanghai?
I was there for 2 years.
2 years? Yeah. Just working at those companies?
Yep.
In the meantime, you were thinking of coming to Taiwan?
It was actually after I came the first time, because I studied in Taiwan for a year, down in Taichung. And then...
what did you study, the language or?
I did part of my Chinese studies there, my Chinese major, like a little bit of history.
History.
And literature. But yeah, mostly it was just to improve my language skills, mostly. So.
Wow. Okay, so you definitely must be fluent in Chinese, all the way. All right. So, did you know about Taiwan before you left the States? Have you ever heard of Taiwan?
Unfortunately, I hadn't.
No, don't say that. It's okay. There's too many people who has never heard of Taiwan. Thailand maybe, but not Taiwan.
Yeah, I actually learned about it through a classmate of mine. He went to my school. He was studying here, and then we met up in a summer program in China, in Tianjin.
But he is not Taiwanese?
He's not Taiwanese, no. But he studied here for a year, and he told me about how great it was, and I had to go check it out, and he was absolutely right, like, much better.
Oh. Yeah. So he was here temporarily?
Yep.
He's not here anymore in Taiwan, but anyway. All right, great. So then you arrived in Taiwan. What was the first thing you did?
You mean when I was studying?
Oh, yeah, right. You went to Tainan, you studied for a year, and then you moved to Taipei. Why did you decide to...
Oh, it was after Shanghai. I moved to Taipei.
Oh, wait. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So after Shanghai, you moved to Taipei.
Yeah.
And then, but then you said you studied in Thailand for a year.
Taichung. It was during my college years.
During your college?
Yeah.
That was prior
about 1 year before I graduated. Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
So then from Shanghai you moved to Taipei, and then what were you doing in Taipei?
I came here with the intention of just, I guess, learning more about Taipei. So I did want to do my own business at that point. I just wanted to figure out something I could do, because, living in Shanghai really showed me that Taiwan has a way more, very grassroots culture and a lot of really cool events. Like, a lot of people, of course, everybody knows that Taiwan is really friendly, but also just the communities are really great. Where in Shanghai it's a little bit colder and, it's a little bit more. But it was, so I wanted to get into the communities, the art scenes, the events, and see what it was more about. So.
But, I mean, you had a lot of savings then.
No, I actually didn't, I did. That's when I started doing a little bit of side projects. But then I did eventually I'd ended up teaching English for a little bit.
Oh, okay. Yeah. What were those side projects? I'm curious.
So I did some modeling, for commercials. I did, like I said, the music stuff for about 6 months.
You approached an agency yourself, or someone discovered you?
They actually found me. I was on a TV show.
All right.
Yeah.
As a TV show, as a host?
No, not a host. As just one of the participants.
All right. So. You could well be a host.
Thank you.
Because you're Chinese. If they had only known that your Chinese is so fluent, you could have well hosted a TV program all by yourself.
I don't know if it's that good, but.
Oh, I'm sure. Because, unfortunately, now this is where I say unfortunately, Taiwan still doesn't have an English-speaking TV station.
Oh,
yeah. So I don't know what the complications is, but anyway.
Yeah, maybe it's just the market. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, probably. But anyway. But then again, there are 3 English newspapers in just this tiny island. Right. See. But anyway, all right. That's getting a little off the subject. Sure. So, so you did a little bit of side projects and everything. All right. Then, now you say Taipei Trends has been around for about 3 years.
That's
officially.
Yep, officially.
Right. So what got you thinking about, can I call it a website? It's a website. It's not exactly a blog. A blog?
It started as a blog.
Started as a blog,
and then it was always my plan to move it into a website. We hope to make a very nice place for communities to reach each other, connect, and find more people that have the same interests. But I guess we're kind of aiming for online magazine, I guess would be appropriate.
All right. Yeah. Good. Now, there is a lot of that. And there's a lot of blogs that introduces Taiwan, kind of doing the same thing as you do. Yep. But you had the courage to do one of your own, and it's pretty popular, Taipei Trends. I mean, you talk about it, people have heard about it.
Yeah.
So what made you so successful? Anyway, maybe you should start with what got the idea of starting this Taipei Trends. Yeah.
I mean, it's just the same reason that I came to Taipei in the first place, into Taiwan, is that after living in Shanghai, they have a lot of stuff going on as well, and they have some really nice websites. And I figured, my first experience in Taiwan was that there's a lot of stuff going on, but it's hard to connect some of the times. And this is before Facebook, of course.
Oh, okay.
Well, before it got popular. But I just wanted to be able to show everybody what's going on and show everybody, look, Taipei is actually a really great city. It's almost just as good. At the time, there's not as much going on, but now it's just as good as Shanghai and Hong Kong and Tokyo, all those places. There's tons of stuff going on, tons of international entertainment as well as local. It's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to show, people that are living here, and also people in the Asia and also just around the world that, hey, come to Taipei. It's really cool. Yeah.
So you had to do a lot of traveling around to start this.
Yeah.
So you did.
Yeah.
On a bike or something? Or, I mean, what was the very first topic that you covered on Taipei Trends, though? Was it really all the sightseeing spots, or?
The very first topic was actually, I think it was a review of a cafe.
Review of a cafe.
Yeah.
We've got tons of that here in Taipei, and it's still growing. And they're also thematic, They've got their own themes, and they're unique in its own.
Right.
Yeah, you can never, it's a never-ending trip if that is, you know, someone's interest is to check out all the different cafes all over Taipei.
Yeah, Taipei was actually voted like one of the best cities in the world for coffee and for cafes. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Was it by CNN?
I believe it was.
Thank you, CNN. Okay. All right. All right. So cafes, huh? Yeah. Yeah. So, what was one that's like most memorable to you? Probably. You don't have to say the name, but maybe like what was special about this particular cafe?
Oh, yeah. There's this one place in the Guting area.
Okay.
It's a very small cafe, and it started off as a haircutting salon. But
really?
And they still do haircutting there, but it's very cool. It's kind of like 1920s style decor.
Yeah.
And like very nice soft jazz playing in the background, very quiet.
But you're talking about Taiwanese 20s.
Yeah. I guess Taiwanese and a little bit like maybe Shanghai 20s, kind of like that feel. Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, they have premium coffee. It's like really good. They get some of it locally, some of it from overseas, but it's a really cool atmosphere, really nice.
But you're saying that they still do haircuts there?
They still do haircuts. They have one chair, and they do haircuts there. Yeah.
Well, just to make sure that the hair doesn't get into the coffee.
Oh, they block. I mean, it's really cool. It's separated, but it's yeah, they're very professional, so it's very cool.
That is so interesting. Yeah. And the person that's running the cafe, older person or younger?
I guess they're. I mean, there's four people in charge. Four Taiwanese people.
They're young people like you?
Yeah, they're pretty young. They're, I guess,
really?
Maybe early 30s or maybe even late 20s.
So how long has that cafe been around?
I guess 2 years now.
Oh, okay.